A good day to week 8 of our Viva preparation training session series, where we will be working through the Viva preparation course. And in this week, the focus is to look at the weeks that passed, which was impact, actionability, and personal development. And with this, change the focus on the week 8, the final week on which we focus on the mini Mock Viva speed navigation through the thesis. Now, session activities include getting clarity, testing answers, and a group activity on where we reflect on the question and how to interpret them. Now, the weeks that passed focused on impact, actionability, and personal development, putting forward a number of questions, such as those ones shown here. And as you will see, many of the questions on the right-hand side talk about you and your research. So is this really all about you? Well, it might, though it could just be in the context of your research. This is to say that the questions are not really wanting to know how you think you changed over the course of the project, telling you that, but rather by you reflecting on your research journey and what has been happening. For example, question 17, what are you proudest of in the thesis? Now, an option to respond to this question would be, I'm very proud about the fact that my thesis resulted in the world to be a better place because you found something out and that made something better. Now, another option would be, I was very proud once recognizing that at the second initial coding rounds, I totally missed to see the patterns in the data. And only once I brought in the analytical framework from Smith that he used in a related study in 2016, it was that the patterns became clearly visible. This was a phenomenal learning and sort of light bulb moment, as it allowed me to analyze the research problem from a very different perspective. You see, you put in your proudness, but explain it in the context of your research. Which are the elements that have made you proud there? And you provide, therefore, the examiners with further information on how you have been working, on the soundness of your work, whether or not you have been working over evidence, and how you did the analytics. All of this will smoothen your journey in the Viva. Now, talking about Viva journey, this final week now will focus on getting ready, understand how fluent you are. Can you respond to any type of questions that are pushed to you around the basic Viva headings? Like, what is it about? What did you do? What did you find? Why does that matter? What parts build on existing work and which parts are novel and original? And what is the exact contribution to knowledge that your research has made? Are you prepared to answer those questions? If you still want to train this a bit further and get some experience, then be invited to join us next week, Wednesday, for our final session shared by Professor Dr. Bostian Gomischek, who will work with you and reflect on what really is looked at in the question. With this, we will stop the recording before we go into the group activity.